How's it going, guys? The Resurrected, aka Astro Res here, and today I got another video. In this video, as you all know, the next Call of Duty is going to be Call of Duty World War II, and well, if you don't, you're living on a rock, and you should probably get that checked out. But other than that, the day I'm recording this, the multiplayer trailer has been released, and so I'll leave a link in the description to it if any of you haven't watched it yet. But I'm gonna be basically giving my thoughts and opinions on the whole thing, and just I don't know, just my thoughts, I guess, and my predictions about the game. So, if you go and look at the multiplayer thing, it says actual in-game footage. Now, a lot of people think that that's like solely multiplayer, like online multiplayer, but multiplayer, like the just basic definition is just playing with multiple people, basically. So this doesn't necessarily means it has to be like an online mode, like I'm playing now. Some of it, I believe, could be online, but the majority of it, I feel like, maybe co-op mode. Because if you looked at the game mode listing, they had campaign, multiplayer, and co-op mode. Co-op mode is basically the same thing as multiplayer, except, like, you face AIs, I guess. So, in the trailer, it looks like they're facing AIs or some sort of, like, NPC. Because, well, some of it does. A lot of it looks like it could be multiplayer, but a lot of it also looks like it's probably going to be some sort of special type missions or survival mode. I don't really know what they're planning on doing of cooperative, but it seems like it's going to be something on those lines. Now, for the classes that you saw, like the weapons, the sniper rifle, like, I think quick scoping is going to be a pretty, like, it's not going to be the best like it used to be in Black Ops 2, but I feel like it's going to kind of have like a, maybe like a COD Ghost feel to it, or Advanced Warfare. Because if you don't know, Sledgehammer played big parts in those games, and just the way he scoped in and that, like, just the outline of the scope just, like, gives me that kind of vibe, you know? And for other guns, we saw, there was some sort of, like, SMG it kind of looked like, and it looked, like, really good. It looked something along the lines of, I don't know, it looks kind of like a Type 100, I guess you can say, from the old Call of Duties or the Trencher on the new Call of Duty. There's a bunch of different variants of it, but just overall the Type 100, it gives me that kind of vibe with it. And the reticles on it looked pretty good, so I'm hoping that, like, that's an SMG, because as you can see, I'm using an SMG right now. I'm an SMG player. Always been, probably always will be. But, and just on the gameplay in general, if a lot of it was solely online multiplayer like a lot of people think, it seems very fast paced, and that's like what Call of Duty should be. And I don't know about how y'all feel. These last two Call of Duties have been very, like, slow and not much like aggressiveness because of how bad the SMGs have been. Especially in Infinite Warfare. I feel like it's out of, like, patience game, which is not very, like, good because humans are absolute fucktards of a creature and have a very low attention span. So yeah, we get bored really easily. So it being fast paced for one will leave, like, people engaged, and it will also, like, be more fun, I guess you can say, because it's not all just like sitting there solely, if I can speak correctly. I have a problem stuttering lately, I don't know why. But you don't have to just sit there and be patient, wait for campers to move out of their spot. Jesus Christ, I got melted. Holy damn. Also in the trailer, there was gameplay of a shotgun that reminds me of some shotgun from World War. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm pretty sure that, well, it's World War II, so obviously it's going to remind me of World War shotgun. But the shotgun looks like not overpowered, but it looks like it's like, the range on it's like godly. It has more range than the fucking, what's it called, the Model 8s from fucking MW2. Like, you saw, like in the trailer, that guy was just fucking sniping people with that shotgun. Now, I feel like that's going to be causing a lot of rage-inducing moments from me and pretty much every other fucking person that doesn't run a goddamn shotgun. So yeah, I think it's going to be very rage-inducing. Get wrecked, bitch. Another thing is you saw, when there was like this trench map, like this, like, you know, trench warfare and shit like that. This trench map where it's fucking just a bunch of trench digged. like, or not dug into the ground, and like people are fighting on that. There's also people up in the air fighting. I feel like that was pretty cool. Like, I think that would be something that's like fun map, kind of like how the Nuketown was the franchise. I feel like it's gonna be very fast-paced and shit like that. But also, if there's some sort of like bouncing Betty or some sort of like, you know, trippable trap, I feel like that map could be very rage-inducing because obviously you're gonna have people constantly throwing trip mines, bouncing Bettys, fucking, I don't know, just around everywhere, and it's gonna be really fucking frustrating. But speaking of the map, there was a guy who put out a flamethrower. So that leads me to believe, like, with the certain classes, there's also certain specialists. And the flamethrower, I feel like, is going to work like how this thing does right here, the purifier. It's going to shoot out a flame, it's going to hit someone, it's going to burn them to death. And it's going to probably be really overpowered. Because I don't see something like a flamethrower being a normal weapon in a game. I feel like it's going to be like either maybe a score streak. A score streak could be a very good option because we know we've had stuff like war machines and what's the other one? Death machine? Yeah. We've had stuff like that in the past that's been score streaks, so I feel like this one could be a really overpowered score streak. So, yeah, that'd be insane if it was a fucking primary secondary gun. So that pretty much like either confirms that we're gonna have some nice ass score streaks, or we're gonna have some specialists again, which is not necessarily that bad of a thing. Like, it adds variety into the game, as long as the specialists aren't like overpowered. Like, you can have some games like BO3 where the specialists are pretty decent. Like, it was a pretty good idea. And you can go over to, like, Infinite Warfare where they completely bomb the specialists and they suck. Another thing I want to get on is if you saw the gameplay, that, like, the graphics on it just, like, looked amazing. Like, they're just, like amazing. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, the graphics have gotten to the point in Call of Duty where it's, like, pretty much real life. Like, if you, like, when, like, you know, me and Sky make my thumbnails, right? So one of the thumbnails we're making for the video I'm making right now, because, you know, I make my thumbnails before I record a video because I'm smart. Yeah, see, I know how to YouTube. Do you, bro? No? Okay, that's what I thought. But when we're making a thumbnail of it, we got a screenshot of fucking the game, right? And it's like, it looked so real that it was like disturbing, so we dropped the complete idea of using that picture right there. Oh god, let's get smacked in the back. Because just it looks really, really like realistic, and that could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. Like, it could be realistic to the point where it gives fucking children nightmare, which, you know, 90% of the COD community is just fucking 8-year-olds, or it's just gonna be look really beautiful and be one of the best qualities we've ever had, which is like, people when they like judge a game off of the graphics solely, like, it just doesn't make sense, boy. Like, why? Back to the whole graphics thing. Like, judging a game on its graphics is like judging a woman based off her makeup. It's legit just there to, like, look more appealing. It just, like, it's just there to make it look better, but it doesn't really, like, make the game any more fun, because, like, you can go pick up, let's say, Infinite Warfare, the best looking game out of the, like, series, and you can go pick up a game like BO2, which is not as good looking. Which game are you gonna have more fun on? I know there's gonna be those fucking 8-year-olds that's like, fucking AW is the best game I've ever played, a heal. And yeah, you should unsub if you're one of those. JK, I need your money. I mean, I need your views. Fuck. Okay. But, like, you're gonna have more fun on BO2, right? Because, like, overall, BO2 is a better game no matter what graphics are. Like, boy. But it is a good thing to have graphics, like, good graphics in a good game. Because they do mean something, but this is, like, people think it means way more than it should mean. Like, obviously, you want good graphics in a, like, realistic shooter game. If that's what you're going for. If you're going for some fucking indie Minecraft first-person Roblox game, then, like, have all shitty graphics. I don't care, really. But, like, don't judge a game off its graphics. Another thing is you saw is the grenades. Now, grenades have always been in Call of Duty, as you know, but like in this game, grenades actually look pretty useful. Because usually grenades are a big fucking pile of shit and it's like throwing a fucking hot potato around your fucking map. It's not, it's obviously gonna hurt, but it's not gonna really do anything. It's not gonna kill a man. So like I said, it's a fucking hot potato. It's not really gonna do anything. Another thing you saw, which was in the trailer, is they kind of like went through a wall, I guess you can say, that kind of like breached a wall, which leads me to believe is there gonna be like destructible like physics in the game, or is it gonna be like COD Ghost where there's like the certain places in the map where you can actually interact with the map, like, or is that just some mission in cooperative? See, that like has you questioning, is it multiplayer or cooperative again? Because like that stuff could be in multiplayer, but at the same time we've seen breach and clears in cooperative a lot. So I think them adding not solely online gameplay is like not that like good, because it gets people confused on what the fuck's even going on. I know I was surely fucking confused on what was going on. Couldn't tell the difference from reality and fucking fake Wonderland, gobblegum, fucking unicorns. Like, it was like tripping on LSD, man, I swear. Don't ask him what tripping on LSD is like, I don't know. Because I'm legally not supposed to say that on YouTube, but you know what, whatever. Another thing is, there's actually T-Mart, and you know, blah blah blah, biggest fucking COD YouTuber, sucks Activision's dick, JK, don't ever, like, repeat that. But he has, like 30 minutes of multiplayer gameplay out, so if y'all want to go watch that, like, I'll leave it in the description, hopefully. I mean, like, not, fuck that dude, I don't need to go in free publicity, I'm at 112 subs, need to stay over here. Fuck that dude, not JK. I would recommend go watching it. I haven't personally watched it yet because, you know, I'm busy making a fucking video. But, you know, if y'all want to go watch it, then feel free to. Fucking watch yourself some multiplayer fucking game. I'm saying the word fuck. It's way too much. I'm gonna get demonetized in, like, no time. So, like, I'm gonna be child friendly for a second. Go freaking watch that video now before I freak you in your bum, you freaking son of a freaking beach. Can I get monetized again? No? Okay, fuck. Hey, screw off. Another thing I saw in the multiplayer trailer was something like it looks like an STG-44, which I'm really hyped about. And another thing that could be going on there is, if you, like, old school Call of Duties, they had two factions, right? Fucking American looking asses and Nazi looking asses, okay? And so, different factions had different guns, right? So, I'm wondering if different factions are gonna have different guns, like different class loadouts, or is everyone gonna have the same guns they're gonna choose from? Because if you didn't know, like, I don't know how you don't know this yet, but there's gonna be no pick 10 option, pick 13 option. Sorry. It's solely just gonna be choose whatever they give you and you roll with it. You're not gonna have any freedom to customize your weapons, but they're gonna be taking creative class out, so that brings up a controversy. Like, in my personal opinion, it could be good, but at the same time, like, it could be bad. Because something that also makes a game more fun, other than it being fast-paced, which it looks like it's already going to be, is the flexibility and variety you get to choose from, right? So let's just say if I wanted to fucking go fist only, wanted to pull out an M8, wanted to pull out a Vesper, VMP, fucking NV4 from IW, if I wanted to go back to Call of Duty MW3 and roll an MP7, I could. I 1000% could, nothing's stopping me. But in this game, we don't have that option. We have to just pick what they give us. Now, this is nothing new in the old school Call of Duties. This is how it used to be, so it's nothing new, really. But problems could come up with this. It's going to be very fast-paced, as we know. So, there's going to be probably a dominant SMG class pick, I'd assume. There's not going to be many ARs, because it's going to be dominantly fast-paced. Another option that could be wrong with this is it going to be balanced? Now, let's just say like the SMG or AR, whatever it was, it looked like an SMG to me, and the trailer looked extremely good. It looked like a really good gun, right? Looks like something that, you know, I would pick up and butt fuck, right? No, I wouldn't actually do. I mean, I probably would, to be honest here. I'm not sure as. But, like, it looks like a really good gun, right? But, like, is the other guns just as good? Are they going to counteract that gun? Because if you have one overpowered gun, then it's going to be like, yeah, everyone's going to pick that gun. Like, duh. And there's not going to be, like, first off, you're already low on diversity. Having one overpowered gun is going to make that even worse, which is going to be like absolutely terrible if that's the case. So just, I'm really hoping, since there's no pick 10 system, no created class, the classes are going to be really fair and set up like, let's see, what's one of the most balanced games? I know a lot of people hate this game, but like, let's just go, actually, let's just go for a game everyone likes, BO2. BO2, you could run around, pretty much use any gun and do just as good. Now, there was the, you know, like, dominant guns in the game, like the MSMC, the M8, but you could pretty much pick up, like, an MTAR, M27, MP7, PDW, and do pretty good with. Like, it wasn't no, like, Advanced Warfare where it's dominated by BALs and ASM-1s, okay? No speakeasies, no fucking Obsidian Steeds. Nothing like that. So, anyways, guys, it's been my review and opinions on the new COD trailer, and it's been the Resurrected, aka After Res. See you later. Peace.